Yo, 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 what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, once again live with the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And today I have a special interview. I haven't done this in a while, ladies and gentlemen, so bear with me. Um, this young lady has been tearing it up on the indie scene. We're talking about all over, man. She's a major key player after only being in the business for less than 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to you the one and only Jazmin Allure. Jasmine, welcome to
Hi
the Roundtable Pro
guys.
Wrestling Podcast. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh man, it is an early morning to talk to you. I will tell you that. But it's okay. I'm happy to have you on the show. So a year and a half in the business. Let's talk about that. What
Yeah.
what made you jump into this crazy lifestyle?
So I've always been a fan of it since I was little. My first show was probably like a WWE show, house show, and that was like 3 years old. Because my brother loved it, like my parents, they were into it. So I kind of grew up like watching it. And so it was always something like in the back of my mind. But as I grew older, I was like, I'm gonna just go to school, go to college. I didn't really think much of it until I was like 19. And I was like, it was my first year in college, and I was like, I'm not really feeling it. Like I can do it. It's easy, but it's not like something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm still in school. I'm studying business, but I just wanted like to do something more. And
That's
then
good.
I fell in love with wrestling again. I started at AAPW in Austin, Texas, and honestly, it was the best thing ever. Once I got in the ring, it was like, this is it. Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And it kind of started like that. And yeah, it was just like,
Most people don't get it. Like for me, I've been wrestling, God, 29 years, and it's like the very first time you step into a ring to train, it's so overwhelming, but it's such a like, wow, like this is it. And I always tell people when
yeah,
they train, there are wrestlers and then there are workers. And people don't understand the difference. I said, well, a wrestler is someone who gets into the business because they want to make money. They want to be famous. They want to be the WWE champion. They want to be, the guys think they're going to get a bunch of women. Women think they're going to get a bunch of men. You know, it's you're in the business for the wrong reasons. Now, a worker is someone that grew up watching this, someone that strived to be the best, someone that wanted this their entire life. And when you get in that opportunity, you're like, oh my God, this is it. This is the life. I
yeah,
need this. And you crave it. You know what I mean? Um, like for me, I crave it. It's my thing. And when the pandemic hit and we started this podcast, all I kept saying to myself was, I just want to wrestle. God, I want to
yeah,
wrestle. And now that I get the opportunity to travel the country again, it's like, yes, finally. It's like a drug. This is
yeah,
like
for sure. I
a
remember
legal
my
drug, ladies
first
and
match.
gentlemen. Yeah.
I
So,
remember my first match, I was like so nervous. And then I was like, wait, but this is what I've been wanting to do my whole life. Like,
mhm.
like I nerves are good, but like to be that nervous, I was like, this is what I've been dreaming of since I was little. And then after my first match, I was like, I just wanted more and more.
I will tell you this, and this is from a vet to a rookie, because I'm sorry, you're still a rookie to me.
I know.
um, the moment you stop being nervous, get out. And the moment you stop having fun and it becomes a job, get out. Because that's when that excitement, that fulfillment you get from wrestling in front of a crowd, just wrestling in general, the fulfillment you get being who you are today, when you lose that fulfillment, oh my God, it's it's sad. But I love the smile on your face, the glow behind you, because that right there tells me you are so excited to be part of this industry, and that makes me happy that I'm leaving a legacy in this industry to someone like you who is actually excited about doing it for all the right reasons. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So tell us about your first match. Um, what were you feeling going into it?
Oh my gosh, so many emotions. I was wrestling in Legend in Texas. Baby D, she's wrestled
I
for a
love Baby
lot of
D.
years, basically wrestled all the Texas girls. And it was nerve-wracking just because it was my first time, like, my family watching me, my family in Mexico were watching me live on the stream. So that was kind of nerve-wracking. But I was like more like excited, and like I wanted to have my first match. I remember like training, and I wasn't training so long. Like usually people train longer. I was only training, I guess, 6 months in.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
You
was
were
like,
like
I
a
want to
prodigy.
match. Like I want to be out there. Like I want to start traveling. I want to do this. And my trainer was like, calm down. Like you'll get there. So like after like once I did my first match, I was like, okay, can I go out there and take some bookings? And he was like, yes, you're ready. So it was kind of like nerve-wracking but exciting. Like I was so excited just to like start my journey.
So, where are you originally from? Orlando, Florida, right?
Orlando, Florida, born and raised, and then at the age of 12, I moved to Mexico. So I was there for 5 years, and then at the age of 17, I moved to Austin, Texas.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Um, they call you top tier. Tell me why they call you top tier. I've been dying to ask you this for like the last 3 days.
So, like, even less than a year in, I was already like wrestling top names like Jordan Grace. Like, even my first 10 matches in, it was like Jordan Grace, Thunder Rosa, Jazz, all these amazing names, Holly Dead. And then I even got to be like on Dark and I was wrestling like more top names. And I was like, it was like, okay, I've proven I can hang with them. I'm top tier. You know what I mean?
Get it, girl. Get it. I like that. I know Thunder Rosa, and the reason why I want to interview you is because I know you work for Mission Pro Wrestling,
Mhm.
and I'm doing this thing over the course of this next month because women in professional wrestling have been getting shortchanged. You know, I'm talking. You work for the biggest company in the world for WWE, and you get two like for instance this Queen's Cup, Queen's Crown, whatever King of the Queen of the Ring things, what I'm going to
Oh,
call it.
Queen of the Ring.
Um, these women were getting like the longest match in this tournament was 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's
But then you get
crazy.
a 30-minute promo from fucking Edge. You get 15 minutes of the 24/7 crap. And I'm like, I do not I don't appreciate it. A lot of people that are on the um bodyslam.net um podcast group, we don't appreciate it. A good friend of mine, she Kate Hensler, she's with Fightful Select, and she totally hates the fact that this is happening. And me personally, I know a lot of women's wrestlers like Jazz, like Jordan Grace. I was around Jordan Grace when she first began her career in Texas. So watching her grow up to like this amazing individual, the women that work for me, I need all those women to feel comfortable knowing that they're going to be treated like a wrestler and not just a woman. Because don't no offense,
Mhm.
I don't see gender when I see a wrestler. I see a worker. I see someone that's in my family. I see someone that's part of this industry. So to be treated like that, I mean, I'm pretty sure Steve Areno and Ray Campos can tell you, like, they 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 really look at you as a wrestler and not just as a female, and you should be treated as such. So giving you 5 minutes on the match and 7 minutes on the match, 10 minutes on the match, 12 minutes on the match is a lot better than giving you fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I love I'm giving back to the industry. So I bring all the independent wrestlers in. I'm gonna probably interview Jazz again because I love Jazz so much. Um, and I'm probably gonna bring in a couple other people. Our Thunder was gonna be on our program on Wednesday, but she had some issues at home that she needs to deal with. So we're gonna reschedule that. But I want to make sure that I'm giving back to you, giving back to Jordan Grace, giving back to La Rosa Negra, giving back to Barbie Hayden, giving back to all these women in the industry that Baby D, that don't have a platform to actually compete on. I mean, you put a women's tournament together that's supposed to enhance, elevate women, and you're giving them like 1 minute 12 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Like, dude, that's an intro.
It's an entrance, yeah.
My commercials on my podcast are longer than that.
Yeah, and
So,
it's crazy, especially right now that women's wrestling is so big. Like,
mhm.
there's so many opportunities. Like, it's not just WWE anymore. It's crazy that they're still doing that, like if it was back in the day. But like I said, there's opportunities elsewhere, and there's really like everywhere now. Like woman, was it woman? WoW
Wow.
superheroes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't talk
I
about
forgot what
WoW
it stands for.
superstars on this podcast. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't talk about WoW on this podcast. There's such shit. Anyway, and I have a lot of great friends that worked for WoW. You know, I have a lot of great friends. I came up. It's a funny story, and I'll get into it sometime with you offline. But I grew up in the industry training with Rey Mysterio and Mondo Guerrero and Bill Anderson in California,
Mm.
and I would go to this little garage in East LA called Gil's Garage. It was legit like a garage. Like this dude would come from under a dirty car full of oil and grease, take your money. This is back when training was $5 a day. Take your money and send you into the gym, and there will be like Rey Mysterio, or there would be like Mysterioso, or there'd be like a luchador from Mexico. Then there'd be Bill Anderson, and they would train you,
It's
and
awesome.
I would go there early in the morning because training would start at 9. But Mondo Guerrero told me one time, he slipped and told me one time, I trained the Glow Girls at 7 in the morning. So I was there at 6:30. So I got to be friends with a lot of the Glow Girls, and I got to watch them train, and then I got to train with some of the biggest names in the industry. Um, so the point of this podcast is to make sure I can get you more eyes on you, more promoters to look at you, more fans to search you out on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. You go to your cage match profile so people can know who you are and where you came from and go support you. Um, I mean, I do have a couple of your links here, and I'm going to put them up on the screen as we go through. We have a Pro Wrestling Tees link too. And that's awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome. I'm gonna go buy a Pro Wrestling Tees shirt because I love the fact that I can support you.
Yes, go do that. Everybody go do that.
That's right. Everybody go do that. Um, so tell us a little bit more about what you hope to accomplish in this industry, because it's a tough industry for anyone, and for someone so young. What's one of your hopes? And ladies and gentlemen, before she goes there, go there and buy her t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. ProWrestlingTees.com/Jazmin Allure. Go get yourself a shirt. I don't know, what do you sell there? Shirts? Just that's it?
Shirts, and then I have a big cartel, which I sell 8x10s, keychains. I have stickers. I have, I'm getting more t-shirts on there. So yeah, I have more stuff on there.
Yeah, go get that stuff,
But
ladies and
that is
gentlemen.
like in the link in my bio and like all my social media. And to
Perfect.
answer your question, like what is my hopes in this business? I have a lot. There's like I'm still really like young in this business. So I kind of go like short term, like one at a time. I know like I definitely want to travel a lot more. Of course the goal is to get signed one day and make a living out of this, but I feel like before that I want to enjoy the indies. I want to like travel and just enjoy it. Like I especially want to go to Japan. I love
Japan's
Japan
amazing.
wrestling and I want to go there. UK to Mexico. I've been down there a couple times to train. I would love to wrestle down there and, even wrestle in front of like my whole family that lives in Mexico. That's a dream of mine because they've supported me all the way. And, they're in Mexico right now, my parents, and they watch me, but like in a live stream. But I want them to actually like be in like an arena and actually see me like wrestle live. So that's definitely a goal of mine. So, of course, down the line, I do see myself signed into a big company, but before that, I want to enjoy the indies. And that's really what my trainer Jazz says all the time too. Enjoy the indies before you're locked.
Listen to Jazz. Listen to Rodney Mack. Listen to Jazz. I'm telling you right now. I've known Jazz and Rodney for so long, and I've got a lot of good advice from them. I'm telling you. Listen to them. Listen to them. We're gonna do a real quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with more Jazmin Allure.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And we are back just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, look. She's over here fixing her hair. I will tell you a secret.
So it's like,
I'll tell you a secret. I have this another commercial that comes on. We have like several different ad breaks. And I click on one ad break and it gives me literally 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Longer than any women's match on Raw or SmackDown. I literally would do it. And I run out of the room and get a drink and run back in, and I time it perfectly every time. Every show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, ladies and gentlemen. So, Jazmin, before we go, I want to ask you something. AAPW, Texas. You said you want to get in, you want to travel a little bit more. What do you think about coming to the state of Oregon?
I'm super down. I'm super down to go anywhere, to be honest, right now.
I happen to know this promoter, this booker. Real good guy, real close to him. Like I can literally pick up my phone and be like, hey, book this girl. He would probably book you on a show, and he would probably help you get a loop. And I'm talking about, I mean, if you know what a loop is, you. There's shows in Washington that actually have a promotion called Glamour, which is a women's promotion. They run it with the male promotion. They run the women's show first, and then they run the male show second, which is kind of awesome because they're giving the women their due. I could put you in touch with this guy. I mean, he's real close. I mean, like really, really close. I can put you in touch with him and see what he can do to help you out because he's all about helping women in wrestling.
That would be awesome if you could do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he just said yeah. He just said yeah. He gave me a thumbs up. Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Is he like right there?
It's me. Yeah, it's me. So before we go any further, let me go ahead and throw something at you. I love to do this with guests that come on the show. Simple game. Everyone loves it. People have been dying for us to play this game lately. We haven't done any special interviews in a while, so all we've done is the podcast, and now people are like, when are you going to bring the game back? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing the game back right now. The game is called Team With, Feud With, or Fire. Real simple concept, ladies and gentlemen. You can team with anyone in the industry, alive or dead, no matter who it is. You can feud with anyone, and you can fire any son of a bitch you want. No questions asked, unless you want to give us an answer. So, team with, feud with, fire. Jazmin, if you want to do it in gimmick, you want to do it out of gimmick, it is totally up to you.
Team with anyone, right?
Yep.
I would love to team with Shawn Michaels.
Oh,
The dream
okay.
of mine. And then feud also with someone who inspired me to get into wrestling when I was younger, Trish Stratus.
Okay.
And
okay.
fire, my longtime rival, Maddie Rankowski, because I just don't like her. So I'd fire her.
I'm going to get Maddie Rankowski on this show just for that one comment you made. Yeah. All right. So you choose to team with the Hall of Famer, feud with the Hall of Famer, and fire your most hated rival. I'd say it's a pretty good day. Pretty good day.
It is.
So, yeah. Well, so before I let you go, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to drop all your socials because, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go follow this chick. She is doing the most. For less than 2 years in the industry, she's already appeared on AEW, which is a major key. So go follow her at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go get her stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees, ladies and gentlemen. Go buy the merch. Help this young lady out. Make sure she is getting the proper due that she deserves in this industry, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Jazmin Allure, thank you for joining us here today. I know it's really early where you are. It's really early where the hell I am too. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much for joining us for another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast Special Edition, the Allure Edition. See you next week.
Thank you so much for having me.